Hey everybody. Today we're going to talk about the upcoming turbo swap that I mentioned in the intro video there. This is my Supra. It's an 87 turbo. It's powered by a 1JZ GTE. For those of you not familiar with it or would like to know more, it's a pretty popular engine. There's a lot of info out there on the internet for it. Simply, it's a 2.5 liter inline six. Likes to rev, real short stroke. Downside to that, torque, or the almost complete lack of. Especially when you cam it, upgrade the cams like I did on this one. Anyhow, give you a little quick tour of it, or at least the pertinent info anyhow. This big old snail back here is a comp 6265 with a .70 hot side. It's a lot of fun on the open road, where your RPMs are never below 3 grand ever. But when you're trying to do autocross, it's a bit laggy. Doesn't sound like much. It is a small turbo. Realistically speaking, for this engine, it's, I'd say, a medium-sized turbo. It's not tiny, but it's not big by any means, especially if you've been around the internet much and you've seen, oh, Supra makes 8,000 horsepower. Does 8 second quarter miles, and yeah, it also takes about 8 minutes to spool up when you're trying to have some fun. I'm not a fan. So, on an autocross course, you typically have anywhere from 8 to 10, 12 different corners to go through, and if you've got to wait for that thing to spool up for half a second, 3/4 of a second, even only a quarter second, as soon as you put your foot to the floor, if it takes a quarter second for that thing to come on power, multiply that by 8 or 10 times. That's 2.5 seconds you're losing. That makes the difference between really kicking butt and really getting your butt kicked. So, we're gonna fix that, hopefully. This is all theory actually, but anyhow, I suppose I'll show you what's going on here. I gotta grab the camera. Let's see here, give you a good view of things. Hopefully I can get this out before the video runs out. I got a new filter. That's the box the turbo came in. This little guy right here, which is positively tiny, that's my hand next to it. This thing is about the size of a stock CT26, if you've ever seen one of those. They're not big. Anyhow, it is a Garrett G25-660. I got the .92 hot side. It's as big as they go, so hopefully it won't choke out the engine at a higher RPM. But I'm thinking it should give me the same kind of top end power it has now, but still retain some of the, stock-like boost characteristics, hopefully. That's the idea anyway. This little guy here is a T4 to V-band adapter. Specifically fits this little Garrett turbo. I got those little ridges right here that lock into the housing. They've both been coated with, you might notice, it's kind of a white color. That is Swaintek's White Lightning. I wanted to do all this without a turbo blanket, because those things deteriorate and don't last too long. So anyhow, a couple little installation odds and ends, gaskets, boots and things I think I might need. A little 2-foot section of pipe there, depending on how I'm going to be able to route this. We'll see. New filter since the inlet's smaller. And yeah. So anyway, there it is. Probably for the last time with that turbo. It's a lot of fun, like I said, on the open road. It really rips, especially when you get enough road space. But I'm more interested in the how fast can I get this thing going in a matter of 100, 150 feet before I have to slow down, turn, start it all over again, and then rip on it again for another 60, 80, 100 feet. That big turbo just ain't cutting it. So anyhow, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for stopping by.